This video was sponsored by PowerCircle Clothing and Headbusters Food Company in association with Cook Up Unlimited.
Cook up!
Dennis here with a very important message for you right now. Make sure you go to www.powercircle.biz and get yourself some of that Headbusters Knockout All-Purpose Seasoning. It'll definitely bless you. You don't need nothing else, bringing the fun back into cooking. And it's healthy. That's right, healthy. And it's very good. It's got some cool herbs and spices. You just go to www.powercircle.biz and purchase a jar of this Headbusters Knockout All-Purpose Seasoning, which you can purchase for $10 free shipping. And that's all I got to say about that. And I'm out.
It's not a podcast.
Thing on, and that's the sound of my coffee. I'm gonna let that brew for a little bit. So I'm gonna hit y'all with a quick video one time for the fun time. Do I have to be? All right, bet. Dennis here, back with another video. Y'all already know what the lick read. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. So it's a beautiful morning outside, and it's my type of weather. It's not too hot, and this is like one of those strange days out here. It's one of those strange days in Las Vegas. But I'm back at you with another food review. This time around, I didn't go to Walmart. I actually sent my daughters this time, and I told them, I said, you know, we doing our regular grocery shopping, and they out there with my wife. So we doing our regular 1-2 on the grocery shopping side. So this was one of those rare days where the kids and my wife is all on the outing, and so they decided to stop at Walmart. And I told them before they leave, pick me up something weird, pick me up something I ain't never tried or never seen before. So my daughter Hannah, I'm via FaceTime, I tell her, pick me up something weird. She's like, sure, I will. Parents out there, never tell your kids to pick up something weird, because they're gonna pick up something they like. We got another cereal, and I thought this was kind of pretty cool, just off the cuff, just to, you know, figure out what's what. So here we are. Ever seen these? Wendy's Frosty, the chocolate Frosty. Now I'm gonna tell you something about Wendy's. Everybody loves Wendy's, I'm gonna tell you that. Wendy's don't taste the same as it used to taste like when I was a kid, but I remember vividly going to Wendy's all the time with my mother in particular. And she's a big fan of Wendy's. And she would always leave. She can't leave without a chocolate Frosty. As I would say it like my daughter Chloe, a chocolate Frosty. And so I guess Kellogg's came up with a cool idea to make Wendy's Frosty chocolate cereal. Now, here's a red flag with me off the bat. And this is not to discourage you from getting this, but this is a red flag off the bat. It says, obviously it's chocolate multi-grain cereal, okay? But it's with marshmallows. I'm not a fan of marshmallows. You can keep that. For those of you that do like marshmallows, you know, I don't like no cereal with no marshmallows. Lucky Charms, none of that. I don't do none of that. But it might not be as bad as I think. You know, maybe it tastes like the Frosty, because as you can see, looking at this box, I see the little chocolate speckles and the little, you know, the processed version of the marshmallow. Okay, cool. And then on the back, you know, it's got the traditional back like every cereal. I don't think I really need to show you that, but you know, give you something to look at while you eat cereal. I ain't gonna overtalk it, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour a bowl, as you can see. Gotta bust them open. All right. Let's get it in. Then we're gonna do a TV bowl of this cereal. So I'm not gonna eat a lot of this cereal, but I'm gonna eat a couple spoons of this, pour me a little milk, and we're gonna give it a taste test. And let's see if it's, all right, so what I'm looking for is, okay, now let me show you what we got going on here. All right, as you can see, all right, is everything I'm looking at. Okay, it looks kind of like, you know, if you like Cocoa Puffs with marshmallows, basically. So I'm gonna just, you know, tappity tap tap. See what it's like. Okay, it's got the consistency of cereal. Kind of look like, I ain't trying to be funny, kind of like dog food. And I don't want to dog it too bad because, you know, I'm not a fan of marshmallows. But I'm gonna give this a taste. And I'm not gonna cap, I'm actually gonna taste it. Let's see what happens. Now, if you recall one of my previous episodes, I think we did a review on Olipop's. Turns out I'm not a fan of root beer neither, but I could deal with root beer, but I'm not a fan of it. But it was actually pretty tasty. And I actually like that better than the other pop. But go ahead and check out that episode while you're at it. So without no further ado, I want this to get soggy. I don't know what's gonna happen. As you can see, I'm eating it. Here we go. Okay. Wait a minute. You ain't gonna get it off the first taste, but okay. It definitely has got that chocolatey taste. Actually, not like a Cocoa Puff. Now, my wife and my older daughter, they had a bowl as well, so they said that it tastes like Cocoa Puffs. I don't think it tastes like Cocoa Puffs. I actually like Cocoa Puffs. But it definitely doesn't taste like a Frosty, but I understand you can't duplicate it. But it's more going that way. I'm not a marshmallow eater at all. But I'm nearly picking out, it's a lot of marshmallows in here. So if you're a marshmallow eater, they give you hella marshmallows. So just think of like a chocolate, not Cocoa Puffs, but something along the lines of that with marshmallows in it. And it instantly turns the milk chocolate. Facts. But I get where they was going with it though. I get where they was going with it. Yeah. And for me to not eat marshmallows, it's actually not that bad. Uh-oh, there you go. Spoke too soon. Anyway, that's the end of my video. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, hit that notification button where I will be reviewing. They actually got me a few more items. We're gonna break them down and we're gonna do them another day. Probably might do them right after this, but all right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour me some coffee. And that's the end of my vlog. So, as I always say, keep God first, stay sucker free, and by all means get to the money. Peace and love, stay healthy, and I'm out this joint.